Hi everyone, it's me Elizabeth, and I have my stuffed duck with me. And today I'm going to be talking about the movie Minions: The Rise of Gru. So if you don't know what Minions: The Rise of Gru is, it's the sequel to the movie Minions, which was released in 2015. And both Minions: The Rise of Gru and Minions are great movies. I saw the first Minions movie in 2015 when it was released in the movie theater with my mom and my grandpa Dada at Charlottesville, and I watched a second Minions movie on March 18th, 2020, free, um, on on Netflix and my TV at my house. And um, Minions was released in July 2015, I think, and Minions: The Rise of Gru was released in July 2022. Minions: The Rise of Gru was supposed to be released in July 2020, I think, sometime in December 2020, marking the 10th anniversary of Despicable Me, but because of COVID-19, they decided to release it in July 2021. But for some reason, they just decided to just push it to July 2022. The first Minions movie was great, in my opinion, but I liked Minions: The Rise of Gru better. It's a lot funnier, and the characters are better. I love Scarlet Overkill, Minion, and the Minions in the first Minions movie, but I love, and they were great characters, and I love Bell Bottom and the Vicious Six and Young Gru and the Minions and Minions: The Rise of Gru. So the Vicious Six were Scarlet Overkill was the villain in the first Minions movie, and the Vicious Six are the villains in the second Minions movie. And even though they're evil, I love the Vicious Six a lot, especially Bell Bottom. She's pretty and a really cool lady. And I also have a Vicious Six coloring page in my over here, since I'm a fan of those characters. Mm. Um, so Minions, the first Minions maybe took place in 1968, I think, and the second Minions maybe takes place in the 1970s. And in the first Minions movie, Gru was only at the very end, and he was a young boy, and he was a young boy in all of the Minions: The Rise of Gru. And I think my favorite Minion in Minions: The Rise of Gru is Otto. He's really funny, but in the movie, he traded the Zodiac Stone for a pet rock at Gru's at at a boy's birthday party, and um, it was that part made me a little angry, and it made Gru angry too in the movie. But I laughed when I watched Minions: The Rise of Gru. I also love Wild Knuckles. He used to be part of the Vicious Six team, but he was kicked out by Bell Bottom and the other Vicious Six. So the names of the Vicious Six members are Bell Bottom, Stronghold, John Claude, Nunchuck, um, Vengeance, and formerly Wild Knuckles before he was kicked out of the group. In that movie, when they betrayed him, um, um, they used not Gru, Wild Knuckles to steal the Zodiac Stone so that they could become powerful animals during Chinese New Year. But when he got the stone, Bell snatched it from him, from Wild Knuckles, and they kicked him into and they cut the rope that he was grabbing, and he went into water. But which is a way a person would die if they're up in the sky, and if they fall, even if it's in water, they would die easily. But for some reason, the Wild Knuckles survived the fall, which I thought was weird. But it was just a kids movie, and kids movies like that aren't real. And I really young Gru was really cute, and he dreamed of becoming part of the Vicious Six after um, after Wild Knuckles seemingly died because and because he was a fan of them, but he eventually started hating them after he found out about the things that he did to Wild Knuckles, and Wild Knuckles was his favorite villain. And I really loved the final battle at Chinatown in San Francisco. And while Knuckles lived in San Francisco after he was kicked out by the Vicious Six, and he lived with his henchmen, but the henchmen quit after they fought the minions, after they thought that they had the Zodiac Stone, because Gru in the movie took the Zodiac Stone from the Vicious Six after they rejected him because he thought that he was impressing them, but he was so wrong. And while Knuckles watched him take the Zodiac Stone, and he ordered his henchmen to kidnap him and take him to his house. But after his henchmen quit, they became friends. After Gru also saved Wild Knuckles from his crocodiles and his pool at his house. And but after the and he helped, and Gru helped him rob the Mona Lisa painting from the Bank of Evil. And but when the minions were about to save Gru from Wild Knuckles, the Vicious Six destroyed his house. Because earlier the Vicious Six went to Gru's house, and when the minions accidentally told the Vicious Six that Gru was with Wild Knuckles at San Francisco. And after Wild Knuckles found his destroyed house, he gave up and told Gru to leave. And that's when Gru found Otto with the Zodiac Stone, because Otto went to the boy's house where his birthday party was, and asked him for the Zodiac Stone, but he said he gave it to his uncle, and Otto chased the uncle and eventually got the Zodiac Stone, and he returned it to Gru. And that was one of my favorite parts. And that was when they were found by the Vicious Six, and they used the Zodiac Stone to transform into. They took the Zodiac Stone from Gru and they transformed into those animals for Chinese New Year, and they just sort of destroyed the Chinatown in San Francisco, and the Anti-Villain League was there, and they were Gru got the Zodiac Stone again and transformed them into rats, and they were arrested by the Anti-Villain League. And I really loved the ending scene with Wild Knuckles and Gru, because Wild Knuckles seemingly died after he was after Bellbonnet breathed fire at him, because that's the way a person would die, going into a fire. Some people survive though. It depends how bad the fire is. If a person walks into fire, if it's really bad, they would die. If it's minor or not that bad, they would survive, probably. I'm a fan of the Vicious Six too, and I would love them if they were real people, but I wouldn't want to join them. I wouldn't want to commit crimes, because I know it's wrong and I don't want to go to jail. And people, when they go to jail for a long time. And I don't want to go to jail for a long time. It would be boring. Some of my friends from school think, like Juan Diego thinks, that that jail is fun, but I tell him no, because there's no screen time in there, and no electricity, and the beds aren't comfy, and Lauren knows where you go when you have to use the bathroom. You can't leave your cell. It's probably a toilet in the jail cells that people have to use the bathroom, or maybe they have to pee and poo on the floor, which would be gross. So do you guys love Minions: The Rise of Gru? I want you guys to let me know, because it's a really great movie, and I love the fact that it takes place in the 1970s, and I was able to see what life was like, because I wasn't alive in the 1970s. If I was, I wouldn't be a teenager now. I'd be in my 40s or early 50s. I hope you guys liked my video today of me talking about Minions: The Rise of Gru. And if you guys haven't seen that movie, it's a really great movie. I don't know where else it's streamed other than Netflix, but I watched it on Netflix. When I watched it on Netflix, I had really fun, and I didn't want to stop, and it didn't get boring at all. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.